Roman Reigns versus Big Show in a last man standing match. It's not Extreme Rules unless you have a last man standing match, and yay, these two are going to do that. So this is going to drag, isn't it?
Oh, wait.
Man.
Earlier on, I said Dean Ambrose was going to have the worst match of the night. No, it's fucking not. I forgot this doesn't even exist. This is going to be awful. This is going to be a shitstorm in a teacup. That's how bad this is going to be.
I've never heard that phrase before in my entire life, but I kind of feel like I might be saying that in the future. The shitstorm in a teacup?
Yeah, really? Dude.
Yeah, well, we've established that we don't know what a combed beef pasty is either. So.
Corned beef pasty.
It's a pasty. It's not fucking hard.
Pasty.
It sounds weird when Americans say it, though.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
especially because it's spelled out pasty.
Like, there's certain words when they try and copy us, it just sounds so fucking weird. But yeah, this match.
Yeah, vice versa for when you add R's at the end.
No, that's just a weird thing.
Pasties.
I feel bad for these guys because given any other duo for the most part, if someone gets slammed through a fucking car, it's a big deal. When it happened, everyone was just like, oh god, is this segment over already? I can't blame them for, like, given, like, if they're gonna do a Roman Reigns and Big Show feud, they've probably done the best they can. It's just two elements that no one really gives a fuck about. If you're gonna revamp Roman Reigns and get hit and try and win the fans' favor, this is not the guy to do it against. People are chanting, please retire at this guy.
Now, I like Big Show, but Big Show has totally fallen into this gimmick where he is that replacement guy when somebody doesn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you do a Big Show John Cena match when there's nobody built up for John Cena. You do a Big Show versus a mid-carder when you want that mid-carder to seem like they're beating somebody in the main event, but not somebody who actually matters. Like, Big Show still has quite a bit to offer, but when WWE puts him in this spot, he has almost nothing to offer. And it's a shame because they do that to Mark Henry a lot, too. And you'd think that two of the biggest guys in the company would perpetually just be like, oh, fuck, that person beat them? But that applies more to somebody like a John Cena or a Triple H or something than it does Big Show or Mark Henry.
Yeah, same thing with Kane these days. I mean, I think Big Show, Kane, Mark Henry, they're all just kind of like placeholder opponents at this point. It's just, oh, we need to put him against a big guy to put him over and make him look good. What's Big Show doing? Okay, we'll put him against Big Show. So it's boring. Big Show hasn't had any feuds that I've really been interested in, and I don't even remember when.
It's a shame because the booking of Big Show has been horrible ever since he came to WWE. Don't get me wrong, he's had his highs and some really fun moments, but he should have been treated like Andre.
Yeah, I love Big Show. I think he's great. I love his character, but I'm bored. I'm bored with him.
He should have never ever really lost, and when he did, it should have been very rare and a big deal. And it should still be that way today, but they fucking shit-canned any chance of that.
Plus, his character is just flip-flopping all the time, too. Like, he goes from, like, the smiley, happy giant to...
Which is my favorite version of Big Show.
The teary-eyed, crybaby version, and then the, well, fuck you. No, fuck you guys. You guys are mean, and I'm a heel now. That type, and...
When was the last time he was a monster?
Yeah, I like monster, badass, fuck you up Big Show. Just the same as I like Hall of Pain Mark Henry.
If I'd like Smiley Big Show, and the other option for me is the Big Show that was around when Mayweather was in WWE. That Big Show, where he's fucking in shape, knocking the fucking piss out of everybody, that was awesome.
And he should have been that for Roman Reigns. Like, they had the time. They knew that this was coming. Shit. Fastlane, this was basically being built up. You should have been building Big Show, and they did to an extent. I mean, they had him win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That's a positive. But he won that in a way where people were disappointed that Sandow won, not that they were disappointed that Big Show won.
Rusev should be undefeated right now, and Roman Reigns should be beating him. There's just no one for him to face. Like, there's outside of Brock Lesnar and Rusev until Cena pinned him. There was nobody, like, there's been nobody that's been a second guy for anyone to really beat and make a big deal of. And I think that's going to kill Reigns. I don't know what there is to do for him to do after Big Show. Mid-carders.
Maybe he's the Bray Wyatt one. I don't know, which...
I don't know, you fucking heard the rumor what they've got for Bray Wyatt?
Yeah.
Either way, I don't want to see Bray Wyatt against anybody at this point. Like, that's not going to help Roman Reigns.
There's no way that Bray Wyatt doesn't get into, like, it doesn't interfere in Extreme Rules.
He's interfering in some way. I think he's interfering in the steel cage match, but we'll get to that a little bit later. He could interfere here, though.
I don't know if his promos are nonsense or if they have any meaning, so I don't know if there's a reason for him to interfere or not.
Out of all the matches to interfere, he interferes in the Divas match.
Shit, at least it'd be different.
I'd be kind of up for that. Just to see him do that and be like, alright, fuck. Kind of a dick. Like, imagine that. It's like, Nikki Bella could retain. Naomi could win the title for the first time. And who the fuck? Bray Wyatt's out here. What the hell? Woman. Yeah, this match is going to be a pain in the ass, though. Last man standing matches aren't really that fun. Or at least not as fun as they should be. Like, they could be, but they drag on far too long just for the basics of the match itself. The referee's got to count to 9 many, many times in this match for it to seem like it's kind of interesting, but that in itself is boring because you know that it's not going to be a 10 count unless something big happens.
Yeah, as far as last man standing matches go, you have to have 2 guys that can tell a story for it to be worth anything.
And you kind of have each 9 count be something that's a big enough spot that people believe it could be the 10th.
Uh-huh. You know what? The last last man standing that I
it's like Final Fantasy.
Yeah, one match that I watched that I really enjoyed, and maybe I'm missing one, but Triple H versus Shawn Michaels at the Royal Rumble. That was the last time I ever enjoyed a last man standing match, and I think that was the last one to have any real story in it.
I think the last... That's so weird to say. The last. That's really kind of making me think that there's a man standing match, and this is the final one we're going to see. The final man standing match. The last man standing match that had an ending that I thought was interesting was the one with John Cena duct taping Batista's legs.
That was better the night afterwards because of fucking Batista's promo. Yeah.
The fuck's your shit? God damn it!
Stoop so low.
Anybody got a basketball? But they can't do something like that in this. You know it's going to be a situation where Roman Reigns has to do something where he spears Big Show through the set or something. And a lot of these matches end around the stage, too.
So, yeah. I'm going to go with Big Show gets something heavy on top of him and can't get up.
I'll tell you one spot that's happening for sure. Reigns is spearing Big Show, or Big Show is spearing Reigns through the security barricade.
Yep, I think it's going to be Roman Reigns that does it.
That's happening at least once in this match. I got a feeling maybe Big Show chokeslams Roman Reigns through the commentary table. Maybe there's some kind of stupid thing, which I really hope they don't do because they botch it every time, where somebody throws somebody through, like, an electrical thing. They've got that delayed reaction of little stupid firecrackers going off. That's dumb as hell. Don't ever fucking do it unless you could pull it off.
Best case scenario, both men... like fucking have a miscommunication, both go for the spear, hit each other head first, and get knocked out for a 10 count.
Even better, the jokes that we were making before that Jack Swagger is going to just give everybody head concussions with headbutts. He sees that they're going for both the spears, and he just runs head first like a fucking rhino into the 2 of them.
I can predict that we're going to see a Samoan drop from Reigns, a Superman punch from Reigns, and then a spear from Reigns, because that's all he fucking does.
Oh, hey, you missed the running kick outside.
Oh, yeah, the running kick outside.
That'll be from Big Show.
Oh, and he's gonna and
yeah, and punch the ring, yeah.
And yeah.
That's it.
You know, because, and did you know that every other wrestler has the same moves too? Like, it's not just Roman Reigns, dude. You hates, like, unfathomed. Unfounded, there we go.
Unfathomable rage.
No, I just don't get it. He hates him because of Roman Reigns' I'll quote limited moveset. Every fucking guy on that roster has 5 moves that he does in a row. You want to know why? Because it's memorable and people know to pop for it.
You know who's got less than 5 now? Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
I got it. I see what he did.
Yeah. I'm pointing right now.
Let's fucking kill this segment with fire.
Yeah, does anybody think Big Show's winning this?
No.
Miguel's raising his hand.
He's got a shot.
Fuck that eyebrow prick.
Does anybody think this is going to do any good for Roman Reigns?
Nope.
They're just treading water right now.
I think it's going to do some good for Roman Reigns.
I don't know, you guys. I think Big Show's got a shot.
I think it's going to hurt him even more.
Yeah.
People don't want to see him already. So you're going to put him with the Big Show? You know how long it's going to take for him to wash that stank off?
As a fan of Big Show and Roman Reigns, this is not going to be a good idea. I'm botching all over the place here. This is not going to be a good idea.
This isn't going to be a good segment, so let's leave it.
Yeah, they could have gone a lot of different routes here, and they all would have been better. Big Show taking away that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal thing, that could have been used to put a mid-carder over more than Roman Reigns. It's not going to do anything for Reigns. Yeah, Roman Reigns is in a bad spot right now. They need to figure out something, but maybe instead of sacrificing Rusev to John Cena again, they could have gone with Rusev and Roman Reigns and made it an actual competitive match. Maybe instead of Roman Reigns being paired with Big Show, he could have been having some kind of a fun gimmick match with, fucking Ryback. Have a fun face versus face match if you got 2 different heel versus heel ones. Do some kind of crazy shit. Like, that's what's more entertaining to me. If WWE does something where I totally didn't expect it to happen, and it seems like it could be fun, because, you do a shock thing and it sucks, then it doesn't matter if it's a shock. But I wouldn't have expected a Roman Reigns and Ryback feud. Do that.
You just want feuds that you're not going to see coming. Rhino versus Roman Reigns. It's extreme rules, so it's got its ECW roots, and they both have the same finisher.
I don't even like Rhino, and I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I have one problem with that plan, though. ECW sucks.
Well, I'm not fucking trying to deny that. I hate ECW.
Yeah, but you know what? They could build something around this. You have the gore and the spear. He comes out, says, "You've been doing a spear, I do it better." Roman Reigns says, "You're in ECW." That's the end of it for you.
My hair's greasier than yours. What the fuck do you say about my hair? There we go.
Yeah. So I'm not too big on this match. I'm hoping that changes my mind and they have a better match than is expected. But what I'm expecting here is a very long, very drawn out, very bland match. And at the end of it, Roman Reigns wins. The crowd doesn't pop as much as they should. And I'm just looking forward to the next one.
Just to extend this segment even longer than it needs to be again, does Roman Reigns still have blue eyes?
No.
I don't know.
Good.
I don't know. They haven't been as noticeable at the very least.
Wanted to know if I've either got used to them or they're not there anymore.
Yeah,
No,
it's
they're
one
not
of the
there
two.
anymore.
If I've got used to them, fuck you, because I didn't think I would.
He should have like one green and one purple. Just see what happens. Be a new
Yeah,
gimmick.
that'll get him over.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. This segment's going to go on way too long. Well, both this segment we're talking about and the Last Man Standing match. I'm guessing probably. Do you think they'll give him like 25 minutes? What do you guys think?
Oh God, I hope not.
It depends on the IC title match.
Yeah.
I think if they're going to overbook any matches of the card, it's going to be the next one we talk about, the U.S. title one. I don't think they'll drag this one out to maybe 25, hoping that they don't. At the very
I
least.
hope they don't. God. I'd be fine with 15 minutes.
Even if they had 15 minutes, you got to imagine how much of that is just the ref counting. 8?
True. Yeah.
1, 2. Oh, look at that. He happened to come up at 9 because little moves, make you stay down for a 9 count. But in a regular match, if he went for a pinfall, he'd get up at 2.
It takes too long to count to fucking 9.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with just doing it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? There you go. Ring the bell.
What if a ref did that one time?
This is one of
1. Wait a couple seconds. Wait a couple seconds. Wait a couple seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the guy's just like, holy shit, what the fuck?
This is a match that could have benefited from blood.
We're already saying that. This match would have been a lot better if somebody would have bled in it.
I'm just saying.
Predictions. You're just saying?
I'm just saying.
Know what I'm saying? Alright, we're ending this segment. Part 10 coming up. U.S. title match.